I think if you're looking for help in those different areas of your life and you're looking for a program that really puts Christ at the center, Reform Wellness is that program. I've never seen a program before that really puts Christ and your relationship with God at the center. You know, there's so many programs out there that you can do that are self-help that I'm not going to say can't help you accomplish these same things. But again, if your faith is important to you and you want Christ to be at the center and be your why for why you do all these things, then Reform Wellness is the perfect program for that.
Absolutely. So Reform Wellness, what it does is it allowed me to slow down during the time of Lent. It allowed me to focus on what I wanted to focus on. At the early time in the year, you want to focus on your health. You want to focus on stress management. Everyone's revived to focus on their children. And so what it did is it slowed me down in my life to allow me to focus on my health, my children, de-stressing myself. And it was the promise that I gave to myself that every Sunday I was going to focus on this, and it went into then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I got to revive again on a Sunday. And so I think if you're on the fence of joining Reform Wellness, I would absolutely tell you to take the leap of faith and do it. It was an amazing experience.
Like, you go through life, and I think we always think like, I can do this, I've got myself together, I don't need outside help. And I think we just get to these points where we're like, I'm a little overwhelmed, I could use some guidance, I need a system. And I think for me, what Reform Wellness gave was that structure to be able to say, okay, how should I take all these things that I'm struggling with and try to put them into I think guys can think in compartments a lot of times. So it gave me that compartmentalization to say, okay, I can understand how everything I'm struggling with kind of has a bucket here and has a pillar. And so if I can just kind of go one by one through these pillars and slowly but surely, conquer them, then my life will kind of get to where I want it to be. So for me, it was really just having a system is what really was impactful for me.
And for me, I think it's funny that you say that men think in compartmental, and women, we have thoughts all the time on all different types of topics. And so I would say that for me, I didn't necessarily take it in that fashion. I look at everything in my life now in a completely different lens. Whether it's throughout the day, I would stop myself and focus on Christ in that decision or the stressful time or the time I'm enjoying with my kids, in a different lens, all centered on Jesus. And I didn't really take it in compartments. I took it all as this one whole program that made me a better person, and I continue to strive for that every day.